graphing solutions to two variable linear equations. Two variables, that's referring to my x and also to my y. I have two variables here, and this is going to make a line. Here I am going to be looking for the y coordinate that will satisfy this equation when the x coordinate is 4. So the y coordinate that makes this equation true, that makes this side equal to this side, when the value of x, when the value of this variable is 4. Let's do that right now. I'm looking for the value when x is 4, so I'm going to take out the x and I'm going to put in a 4. I'm going to put this 4 in blue. Now I'm just going to get y by itself. To get rid of this number that's being added to my y, I'm going to add -1 to both sides. And that will give me y equals 4 times 4, which is 16. 4 times -2, which is -8. Bring down my -1. -1 does not get multiplied by the 4 because -1 is not in these parentheses. 16 plus -8 is 8. 4, 7 should be a point on this line, and it is 4, 7. Let's now find the other point. We're going to be looking for the x value that satisfies this equation and makes this side equal to this side when the y value is -1. Now I'm looking for the x value, so I'm going to keep x as a variable, and I'm going to change my y to my known value for y, which is -1. -1 plus 1 is 0. Now I'm just going to get x by itself. First, I need to get rid of this number that's being added to my term with x in it. This -8 does not have an x on it, therefore I need to get rid of it first by adding its opposite to both sides. 8 plus 0 will give me 8. These guys will add to 0, and 4x plus 0 will just leave me with 4x. 4. And when y is -1, x will be 2. When y is -1, x will be 2. So when x is 2, y is -1. New equation. Now it says complete the table. So each row represents a solution, and then use your 2 points to graph the equation. All right, first, I'm given an x value of -4. So I'm going to take out my x, and where x used to be, I'm going to put in a -4. Now I'm going to solve for y and get y by itself. I'm going to put an invisible -1 here, so that way I don't forget to divide both sides by -1 at the very end. -4 times -4 is 16. Now to get y by itself, I need to first get rid of the term that doesn't have a y in it, which is this 16. I'm going to get rid of it by adding its opposite, -16, to both sides. -16 plus +16 will give me 0, and I'll be left with -1y over here. On this side, 24 plus -16 will give me +8. I'm going to divide both of these terms by -1, which is being multiplied by my y. And that will leave me with positive y equals -8. So when x is -4, y is -8. And it's not going to fit on here, but if I were to graph this, -4, it would be down here somewhere. -4, -8. -4, -8. Now let's graph the other point. I'm given a y value of 8. So now I'm going to take out the y and substitute y with the value that I was given, that 8. X is still unknown, as I can see by that blank spot, so I'm going to just leave x as a variable. Now let's figure this out. Bring down my -4x plus -1 times 8 is -8 equals 24. Now I'm going to get rid of the number that's being added to my term with x by adding its opposite to both sides. So I'm getting rid of this -8 by adding +8 to both sides. 24 plus 8 will give me 32. And -8 and +8 will add to 0, and I'll be left with -4x. Now I'll divide both sides by -4. And I'll be left with x equals -8. So when x is -8, y is 8. -8 is the x coordinate, and 8 is the y coordinate.